All right. I'm going to respond to comments real quick. Just go through the most recent ones here. All right. So this one says, do you have a second channel you can upload everything to just in case something happens? If not, please do it. It's crazy they're going after you when there's so many actual scam channels on growing taller and trying to sell BS supplements. As far as a second channel, I have been thinking about getting one, but not to basically re-upload stuff from this channel. The way I think about it is that I'm just gonna leave stuff on this channel because it's like this channel has the time receipts. Let's say they shut this channel down and everything is uploaded to another channel. I imagine that there really wouldn't be the same type of proof as far as the timing is concerned. And so that's why I feel like it's important for this channel to stay around, because there's the actual time receipts, as they say. Re-uploading to another channel may be good, but it doesn't fit in with my time budget. I don't have time for that. But when it comes to a second channel, yeah, I'm thinking about putting out another channel and having that one perhaps more tailored to Bible prophecy and things of that nature. These are things that I'm very interested in, and I have been thinking about putting everything on that channel, and then just having this one strictly grow tall, but not just yet. Okay, so just so you know, for now, you will hear Bible prophecy stuff on this channel, because quite frankly, I do want to tell everybody who views this channel certain things that I view are important. And then when I'm through saying that, then I'll go off and maybe not really talk about it. Once I say what I got to say, I done said it. And I can go ahead and say it to another group of people. But anyway, yeah, as far as the second channel, that's the only reason I'm thinking of having a second channel, is to talk about Bible stuff. What are you doing in present for growth? To this comment, I'll say I actually plan to talk about that in detail. Can I give you a little bit right now? Yeah, one thing is stretching and reaching. Okay, stretching and reaching. And one thing about my approach that may be a bit different is that there may not be as much stretching and reaching as I had done in the past. Because as you, when I think about my previous grow tall routines, the ultimate factor when it came to me having height increases was nutrition. That was the ultimate factor. I could do stretches. I could do stretches all day long. I could do real good with stretches and reaches and all this stuff. But my height wouldn't be increasing until I had the right nutrition, and I had the right nutrition in abundance. That was the critical factor. I should say a critical factor. At any rate, maybe the critical factor. What makes me want to say that is that two things. When I look at the anecdotal evidence of different ones who grew taller, the things I've shared on this channel, I went to, I believe it was Reddit, a Reddit forum, and I read different stories. And there's some other stories I want to share. I just haven't gotten around to it. Good stuff, y'all. Good stuff. But with what I've shared so far on this channel, you'll notice that, the people, it's not like they were focused on the exercise routine. But what you did notice was weight gain. And apparently it was the right type of weight gain, supported by the right type of diet. And the diet was abundant enough, okay, that it could support weight gain. As I've said before, in general, an inch is going to cost you 6 pounds. And that's how we need to start thinking. Instead of, I want to get this tall, well, what you're actually saying is, I want to gain this much weight. But I want to gain the weight in this particular way, in a certain way. And so there's a way to do that. And that's why I have the videos. If you look, you don't have to look that far down, but there's a video of a tall, skinny black dude where it says tall to a fault. You can read that. You can watch that. And you also see another video right next to that one of a Indian kid smiling. You can watch that. And it talks about the diet of the Native Americans. And so we'll say, as far as diet, it's along those lines, following the principles of the Weston A. Price Foundation, nourishing traditions, and the things that Sally Fallon talks about. It's, when it comes to nutrition, it goes along those lines in terms of what I'm doing. There's some other factors in play here, but that's the main thing, okay? Or one of the main things, okay? And that's what I'm prepared to tell you right now. It follows those lines. And as far as my activity, again, it's basically reaches and stretches. I'm not saying anyone else has to do that. That's what I'm doing. And it may not be as abundant as before. A guy that I've been listening to, you can listen to this person as well. You might gain some great insights. I would like to talk about him more. But again, my time is very limited. I love to just make videos all day, every day on this subject. But if I did that, I'll work myself into poverty, and I don't want to do that. So I gotta earn a living for now, and so I don't have time to do all that. But believe me, there is so much content inside of me that I could be sharing with you. There is so much, and I think it can be incredibly fun. But life is life. You have some people who could have been famous actors or great singers, but they raised a family. So that's life. But anyway, you can look up Arthur Jones. Arthur Jones. And there were certain workout principles, in terms of bodybuilding. There's an incredible story. It's called there was an experiment that he did. Just type it up. Arthur Jones, Arthur. That's the first name, in Jones, Jones. Type it up. Incredible things that he was able to do with his clients, with very, very minimalistic workouts. Things that seemed unbelievable. And quite frankly, there were some things about his story that seemed similar to myself. One was that he was really able to get his message out when he was 46, and I'm 45 right now. So I just thought that was interesting. He was 46. He was also concerned about the amazing things that he would be doing and the accusations that he would possibly receive. But there was a little, I guess you can call it a documentary I saw about him, but it talked about how he worked through that. There would be accusations, and he knew he had to do something substantial, and he knew he could do it, and he did do it. And the criticisms came, but he realized that was just life, and it was a risk he would have to deal with. And yeah, it's a cool story. So anyway, the point in mentioning all of that is that when it comes to my Grow Tall routine, the principles that I'm where my headspace is at right now, especially given my time constraints, my headspace is in the regions of Arthur Jones. Okay? And me seeking to experiment how I can apply the principles that Arthur Jones talked about when it came to muscle building, applying those similar principles to building my height. Okay? All right. So that's what I'm prepared to say for now. But yeah, like I said, it's a lot of fun stuff, cool stuff, so much. It says, you may not reply, but did you gain permanent height in evening or night? Morning height increase is useless as it goes away in morning. LOL. Well, to that I'd say, Deepak, is that yes, I did gain permanent height in the evening, and I gained permanent, yeah. He says in evening or night. Yeah. Evening height, nighttime height. Yes, I did gain permanent height. In fact, in one of my earliest videos, you'll see that I stated a goal. I believe I stated a goal of 5'8" and a half morning height. That was my morning height goal. Well, now I'm in those regions in terms of my evening height. So what used to be my goal for morning height, I have reached that goal and surpassed it in terms of morning height. And now that height is my evening height. And to be fair, it's really my evening height on the low end. Many times I measure myself at night, and my height might be 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch more than that, depending on various factors. And And sometimes I might be standing up for a while and I measure my height. I'm like, wow. It's above 5'8", 5'8.5". It's above 5'8.5", for the night. And like I said, there was a time when I wasn't even that tall in the morning. Okay? And so, and when I think about those things, yeah, it's even to this day, it's kind of surreal to me. It's great, but at the same time, hey, it's time to make something else happen. As you know, last height increase that I reported, it's a little above, slightly above 5'9.5". And so, really, it'd be great that 5'9.5" be my evening height again. Make that my evening height. And now, I get to, 5'10.5" or more in the morning. Okay? So, yeah, the height was permanent. Your videos are really motivating. Keep on posting more and more. Man, that's what I want to do. I want to post videos all the time. There's so much to say. So much. But it's cool. It's cool because, right now we can just focus on what's most important, because don't forget, pregnant women grew without trying. There were these guys in their 20s. There's even some in their 30s and 40s who got taller without even trying. So there's no need to complicate things. And yes, there can be exciting information here, exciting information there, but we just focus on the simple and just do those key things. I believe results will come. But a lot of the extra stuff, basically, it's to help build belief and to help people see that there's always another tool in the arsenal. It just adds confidence, and it promotes a mind of abundance. It does more than that, but anyway, let's keep it moving. Hey, what are your thoughts about the microfracture method? Yeah, I don't know what microfracture method you're talking about, because I believe there's more than one. Well, I know there's more than one. Yeah, I believe all these tactics to grow taller, hey, they work. In general, I can say they work. I don't know if you're talking about LSJL. I don't know if you're talking about ankle weights. I don't know if you're talking about what is this? I heard about some jump weight. Is a way you jump with your legs straight. I don't know about all that, but hey, if people saying it works, hey, I mean, why not? If you do your research, kicks. I think kicks can work. Yeah, and my belief that kicks can work, it has to do with what happens to pitchers. One arm gets longer than the other. Now some say it's not really bone, it's really this and it's really that. It's like, man, be quiet. Sometimes those are just nerds talking out they, just saying stuff. At the end of the day, I don't care what it is. It's probably bone, but I don't care what it is. If it's cartilage or whatever, one arm is longer than the other. That's called length. And so, along those same lines, I believe one can add length to legs through kicking. Let's move on to the next comment. I hope this works because I need to grow tall. I'm down to 172.7 centimeters. I used to be 172.9 centimeters. To that I say, first of all, high fluctuates even in growing teenagers. I've seen it myself. I didn't measure these teenagers to get an official height measurement, but I would look at them, I saw them, and they would look tall one day, and then I see them a few days later, and they look short. They look shorter. And so this helped me to see, and I saw this in more than one teenager. And they was right around that growing stage. They were between the ages of 13 and 14. It's 13 and 15, around those ages. And they were different races. And from what I saw, their height fluctuated. And I've heard some other stuff that lets me know, yeah, even in a growing teenager, height can fluctuate. So that's that. And as far as my height, my morning height ain't the same every night, and it's different factors. So to an extent, I don't worry about all that too much. But yeah, I'll see what happens. I see what happens. But yeah, when we get a certain age, height can shrink a little bit. But I think that can be prevented. Oh yeah, I already answered those comments. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. All right. So those are the comments, folks. Let me humor myself and click hell for review. Is it anything? Oh, nothing. Nothing in hell review. Let's look at mentions. No mentions found. So those are the comments. Let me see. Filter. Publish. Okay. Search. Public response status. Alright. Yeah, that's it. I won't be surprised if there's other comments that YouTube hides from me, but that's what YouTube do. They do their own thing. They do their own thing, man. I've had comments that I had mine to that I was working on making a reply to. Next thing you know, the comment has disappeared. Can't find it, and when it's because YouTube deleted it. It's like, man, it's wild, wild west over here. Anyway, y'all, see you in the next video.